here are some of the key things they're going to be looking for in this investigation into the Germanwings plane crash in southern France. Number one, we know that this plane left Barcelona on its way to Dusseldorf, flying, as you know, over the Mediterranean and then over southern France. It was at 38,000 feet, and at about 10:47 in the morning, the pilot transmitted some sort of a distress message. What we don't know is what was happening on board that plane, but we know that over the course of 10 minutes, that plane descended from 38,000 feet all the way down to 5,000 feet, and then it would appear the plane went off radar. Did it hit a mountain at that point? We simply don't know. But what was the event that started it all? Were they losing cabin pressure? Did they have multiple engine problems? That's going to be critical information, and we may only find that out when they get hold of the cockpit voice and the flight data recorder. The flight data recorder quite literally will grab hundreds of parameters of information about the performance of the aircraft. Speed, altitude, heading, engine performance, flap settings, all of that will be on board that flight data recorder. But then in addition, the cockpit voice recorder will be grabbing all of the conversations, the ambient conversations occurring between the pilots. Not just the radio transmissions, but what were they saying to each other? Were they discussing a problem? Were they working a problem? And what was the problem? So those two black boxes, of course, they're painted orange, but those two black boxes will be telling investigators an awful lot of what might have happened to this plane. They're also going to be looking at the debris field. Was it a widely scattered debris field suggesting the plane broke up in flight, or was it a contained debris field suggesting that the plane may have hit something and that it came down intact? All of that part of this discussion now and part of this investigation, as 150 people have died somewhere in southern France in a very remote area on board this Germanwings flight.